Stargate Hellraiser again, and it's time for the second part of Sohr Khai. When last we left our intrepid adventurers, they were fighting Chieftain Moglin, and he'd healed quite a bit. But we now basically have the idea as to how to try to turn the fight into our favor. Where is that little shit? Where is he? Well, wherever he was, we found him. He hadn't been finished yet. And this is a tricky fight. This is a very tricky fight. This is no fun. You know, it's a different set of mechanics. It's a different mechanics dance than has been done here with these fights, and that's one of the reasons that you've got. You're going to get some people that ain't going to like this, but you know what? It's actually it's a good fight. There we get Morrison out of there. Now we can go ahead. Oh. He's good. Now, of course, we only get one bar for this fight, so why not use it and take 10% off the chieftain? I think he does actually heal some for each, moogle that gets raised by palm price. So it can get really tricky, especially if there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here. But now we finally got a bit of the upper hand on this bad boy. Oh, palm praise again. But for some reason, I can't move Captain Monson this time, and he's gonna get up and we're gonna have to deal with him again. I'm not sure if that's a design or whether that's a flaw. Whichever it is, we'll just have to deal with it. Just have to deal with the stupid neighborhood with the people blowing shit up and subwoofers and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, back to there. Sorry about that. Side griping on my part. Yep, palm praise again. Looks like I trapped him against the wall, and I did get him out. Kind of like the dragon in the other place there in Breaklocks. You get one toe in it, it'll count it as good. We'll have to do it again. So anyway, this is... He is just gotta kind of watch where they are and make sure they're out of the circle. The good news though is we are almost done. Well, for a minute I actually was about to see... Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There is finally the clear. That took us about 13 minutes. The drops here are 2:15. Yeah, well, that was fun. Yeah. But there it is. Alright, so there's the end of the first section. Let me get to the second. Alright, we're back. Second part of Sohr Khai now. And again, this is a trial situation that has been put upon you to try to gain the trust of, well, you'll see who in just a second. Probably in the next video. Anyway, back to the trash. Again, it's It's 205 to get in. It drops 215. Most of us are like, somewhere in the 220s. But this is definitely not a dungeon you're going to be able to dick around in. It's going to be something you're going to have to pay attention to everything, especially as you see what's going on. Alright, anyway, as we pick up some more of this Sohr Khai area here. And again, it's just stuff that you're just not going to be able to, half-ass. It's stuff that, and you may think you're going to outgrow it, but there isn't anything in this patch that's higher than 240. There's not anything in this patch that goes above the 240 that we've already got. So this is already basically, that kind of a situation. So you're not going to be able at this point to go ahead and dink and dunk around here. This is basically, just your 240 here, and that's how that'll all go down. And there you go. Did try one round of Shatter, got boat kicked when I got sick of the party in about 6 minutes. Basically, I don't know if it's gonna work, because if it's already 8v8v8 during NA primetime day 2 or 3, I mean, you pretty much know that anything save the feast is pretty much dead in PvP, so that's, what it is. Really like the graphics here in Sohr Khai. This is not, this is not any degree of joke here. This is good. I am really impressed with what they were able to do with this zone. But there it is. So now I believe we're like either on the second or third pull of this situation. So now he's going to walk forward up the curve here. Looks like it's going to be 2 more pulls before we get to the boss here. Really healer heavy stuff. We really are going to test the healers here with both this and Final Steps of Faith. This is, this is what it is. It's going to be a very stiff test if you want to, advance your way through 3-3. And again, I mean, this is, it is basically, Ratatasker's piece. This is, of course, I forget if it was the former lair or whatever it was of Ratatasker, one of the brood of dragons that is involved very heavily in the genesis of the Dragon Soul War here. And now that Griffin Carcass is going to come by and say hi just as we are about to finish both of those guys. And now we will do Carcass. Not really much to the trash here. Not really much to any trash of most parts of this, so it's kind of, there you go. But there it is, and now we are ready for the second boss, about 23 minutes into the dungeon. And this is going to basically bridge a couple of videos because this is going to be a wipe to start with. In fact, after some deliberation, after we wiped once already. There is a nasty electrocution debuff that's like about 3k a tick. You'll see it here in a second. I'll point it out during this second attempt of the fight. I was trying to figure out, of course, who and what to do. My fear of the first one was I was thinking we were having another Titan situation, so it was kind of like, okay, you know, this is whatever, but no, there's no Titan situation, at least in my knowledge. So this is our second attempt. I edited the first one for kind of clarity and space, and of course I'm not verified to be allowed to do more than 15-minute videos, so it's like I gotta try to get this within the 15 minutes as best I can. So anyway, but anyway, this is a far easier boss than the first one. I mean, there are some tricky parts. It kind of throws you off with the thing. A lot of the 3x mechanics, this kind of, you know. Now, whoops, that went all the way in the middle, and I didn't notice it. I took a ton and a debuff there. That blue thing you see there, that you don't want to stand in, that's about 3k a tick. That can get quite tricky again. It's a healer-intensive situation. You really got to be on point if you're a healer here, but you know, it is a bit far easier than the Mog stuff, mainly because of the fact that you've got a whole bunch of, you know, possibilities here. Okay, Cloud Call, that's going to throw a rain cloud in the thing that's also going to give you a debuff if you try to stand under it. So you don't want to do that at all humanly possible. But basically, first things first, you get that, so you got to be as far away from the center of that as possible. And then get to the side so you don't have to take so much damage. You don't get that debuff that's still counting down on you from the first fight. Far simpler, far easier. Well, that's going to be part 2. And for part 3, you're going to see the rest of Sohr Khai. So, as you can see, as the fight goes on, more and more of these sections go off. It does restrict your ability to maneuver in a very narrow space, and you know, it's really a good test here of close in-range fighting, as will the final steps of faith. But there it is. That is the death of the Pegasus there, or the unicorn. And Unstifled Prayer is completed. That is 2 parts of Sohr Khai, Starcade Hellraiser. Be back in a bit with part number 3.